Hiya, welcome to another Pilates class. So this Pilates class is going to be quite a bit of fun. I'm calling it a rocking and rolling class. We're going to focus on the exercises that require that lovely tuck of the tailbone. So expect things like roll like a ball, open leg rocker, and those are kind of the two main rock and rolling exercises, and I'm going to incorporate some other fun things as well. So this is definitely on the more advanced side, but as always I will give you options. All right, if you have your Pilates ball, then grab it because we will be using it in this class. Right, to start with, we're going to come onto all fours. I'm just going to move this over here. Come onto all fours, and I want you to come into a child's pose stretch. So you're going to completely spread out, letting the forehead come down to the floor and just stretch back for a moment here. Just let go for a moment. If your back is feeling quite tight today, this is your chance just to focus on it. You're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, and on your out breath, just let it go. Try and release. Now, if you're struggling in this position, remember you can always do puppy pose, leave your hips up in the air, and that will give you a nice shoulder stretch, but takes the pressure off your knees. All right, we're going to come onto all fours now. And as I said at the beginning, a lot of emphasis on the roundness of our spine. So we're going to start by inhaling through the nose, lock those shins into the floor. And I just want you to round the lower back. Don't do anything with the upper back. So minimal movement. In fact, if you look at me, my upper back is barely moving here. It's very much a lower back centric thing. And what I'm also doing to help me to stabilize here is I'm making sure that I breathe out when I round, so my lower abdominals kick in. Okay, let's do one more like that. And now we're going to go a bit bigger. We're going to take an inhale breath, we're going to round the spine, and now we're going to go a bit deeper into our cat stretch through the segments of the spine. Try and keep the legs connected to the floor, and then we come back through. Pull the shoulders back. Inhale. And then rounding down. It's really nice to focus sometimes on the specific techniques in Pilates. And one of my favorite ones is the rounding of the tailbone. It just makes sense that our spine is designed to move in this way. And we're either walking around, which is not a bad thing at all, or we're sitting and each vertebrae just sits on top of each other all day long. We don't get this chance to round and stretch it all out. Just remember, your spine is designed for this. So with that in mind, hold it there. I'm just going to do a little side bend. You're going to take your left hip, to left shoulder. Just doing a little twist, come back through center and take the hip towards the shoulder and repeat. And you're just going to take that little gaze with you. So you're trying to look at the hip that's moving towards the shoulder. This is just going to activate the lateral flexion in your spine. Two more. Two. And then last one, just peering over the shoulder. And then we're going to sit back into a stretch. Let the hands and wrists take a little breather. All right, lovely work. And slowly round up. Any opportunity, basically, to round the spine, we're doing it. All right, let's come onto our backs now. And if you have your Pilates ball, that would be really helpful. Come and lie down, lift up your bottom and plop onto the ball. So if you don't have your Pilates ball, don't put anything else as an alternative. Just do these exercises without the Pilates ball. So think the focus for the next few minutes now is on creating that rounded shape with the spine. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under just a little. You can see I haven't lifted off the ball yet, and releasing. It's what we were just doing in the cat stretch, but we've got the ball to carry the weight of our lower backs, which feels really good. We're bringing the pubic bone towards our belly buttons. We're dropping the ribs into the floor for 3 and 2 and 1. All right, release that. We're going up into a bridge. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Coming up, you don't need to come off the ball. So you can see just about still touching the ball with the skin of my back and the skin of the ball coming down. It doesn't matter for these ones because I'm not worried about the legs. We just want to get that shape, rounding, lifting to hold, and then we melt and release. 2 more times. Rounding, keep those ribs nice and tight. Melt. Last one. We round up. Pause. We round down. Okay, keep on the ball. Just going to do a little bit of release work for the hips. This doesn't feel like you're doing very much, does it? We're just still massaging the lower back. Okay, so just let's get prepared for what we're about to do. If you get a bit of tailbone pain when you do seated roll back exercises, I want you to use a cushion underneath your lower back. It might be that when we start to add the progressions that you just stick with the slightly easier options if you know that you're not a massive fan of open leg rocker and things like that. Okay, one more time. All right, release down. So just to prepare our bodies for the open leg rocker, and assuming you're on the ball here, I'm going to bring the right leg to tabletop. In fact, everyone, whether you're on the ball or not, hold behind your thigh and extend the leg up towards the sky. So if you weren't on the ball, you're just going to repeat this. Bend and straighten. If you are on the ball, something slightly different. Rest your hands down on the mat, flex your heel. We're going to lower the leg down towards the floor, keep the heel flexed and lift because I want to get the back of the leg stretched for open leg rocker. So if you've not done open leg rocker before, when you do it, you'll see why I was so focused on the back of the leg. Down, suction in the belly as you lift. Last one, down, suction in the belly, bend the knee, place the foot down. Press the heel up. Here we go. Down, down, and lift, lift. Down, down, and lift, lift. 2 more. Keep the pelvis nice and still. There's no movement whatsoever in the pelvis. Last one. Bend the knee and place the foot down. I did forget a hamstring stretch, so let's get that in here now. Okay, release it. Now we're getting rid of the ball. Hug your legs in towards your chest. It feels like your back's a bit hollow now, doesn't it? Okay, onto your side and up to a seated position. We're going to do a spine stretch now. So have your legs, the width of the mat here, have your arms out in front of you, drop the chin, and we're going to reach forwards, 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 and then restack, 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 hold. Exhale, dragging forwards, 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 restack, restack, restack. 2 more times. You may not remember this, but the spine stretch and the open leg rocker go together. One more time. We reach. I'm just going to be adding a little something in the middle though. And then we re-stack the bones. Bring the soles of the feet together and just come for a little stretch here. All right. So we're meant to go straight into the open leg rocker, but I want to do something first. I'm just going to move that out of the way because that's annoying me. Okay, 2 feet down on the mat, hold on to the thighs. When we do open leg rocker, I'm going to remind you of the importance of the hand and the leg connection. So we don't want soggy hands here. We want strong arms, okay? We're going to inhale, exhale, tuck under, just a little way. So here your elbows are bent. We've not lost the shoulders. We're scooping the belly in and up, and then we round and we lengthen. Good. And again, we tuck the tailbone under, rocking off the tailbone, scooping the abdominals, exhale. So this is, if you're on a hard floor like mine, sometimes you just do need a little bit of cushioning. So grab a cushion, nothing wrong with that. In fact, carry on. I'm going to show you how I use my cushion because I have quite a nice thin one. And I sometimes like to have a bit of cushioning there too. So I'll show you how I use it. So it's just to add that little extra cushion. One more time. It doesn't work as well for the open leg rocker, but it might be nice for this. Okay, now we're adding on 2 long arms with a shoulder pump. Inhale, exhale, rounding down. Bringing the pubic bone towards your belly button. So makes it a little bit more comfortable for those of you that are a bit delicate down there. Round it down. Let's lift those arms a tad higher. Inhale, exhale, round it forwards. And we lengthen. Give me 2 more like that. Round it down, round it down. Lift those arms a little bit higher. Exhale to round it forwards and we lengthen. Last one, we round it down. And then we round and we lengthen. Well done. All right, I'm going to get rid of this cushion now. Okay, we're going back into our spine stretch for a moment. This time go a little bit wider with the legs if you felt like you were not as wide as you needed to be. Take your arms out in front, take an inhale breath, scoot the belly back, and let's go back into our spine stretch. And imagine yourself now being in your open leg rocker shape with your hands on the shins. But we're just going to take them off again. We're going to restack. Okay, so now we're doing the other way around. Your legs are coming up. You're going to catch the legs. If that didn't work for you, get into this position however you need to. We're going to rock back, exhale up and hold. Push those legs into the hands. Rock back, exhale up and hold. Good. Pause at the top. Okay, so what do we do if we're struggling with this? The first thing I want you to do is bend your knees and hold behind your thighs. So troubleshoot as you need. 3, get ready for a teaser coming up. 2, these are not easy. This is it. Last one. Hold it here. Bring your legs a bit closer together. Long arms into teaser. Everything's coming back. So we're going to come down, 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 bend the knees and rest. Take a little moment to chill out here. I've come off my mat. Just let everything rest for a couple of moments. Did we enjoy that one? Okay. Roll onto your side and come up to a seated position. So from there, we're going to prepare for our roll like a ball, and then I'm going to add something a little bit fun for you. We're going to go back into a half roll back position. So hands on the thighs, tuck the tailbone under, and we're going to bring the feet off the mat. Now, I would liken this to a double leg stretch position. Drag the abdominals and hollow them. Take your gaze towards your belly button. And then we're going to roll back, exhale up and, hold. Roll back, exhale, roll back. Try to avoid coming onto the tailbone. You're sort of hitting just before it. Still tucking the tailbone under. 2 more times. 2, 1. Okay, drop the feet, open the knees and stretch. Okay, so how about having a bit of fun with this now? Some single leg stretch in open leg rocker. How on earth is that going to look? Okay, let's go back into our tuck of the tailbone shape. Hold on to your right leg with both hands, left leg long. We go back, up, quick change. We go back. Remember, this is about having some fun today, just playing with our method. Back. I've got my foot lined up with my knee here, just in case you were wondering. I'm sure you were. Switch, 4. Switch, 3. Switch, 2. Switch, 1. Well done. Bring it up. Let the knees open and take a stretch there. How nice does that feel? It's nice to do something a bit hard and different. Okay, we're going to come and lie down on our backs again. I'm just going to stretch out by hugging the legs in towards your chest. It's nice to explore those rounded shapes. Okay, we're going to take both feet down onto the mat. Take them to the width of your mat. So you've got your knees bent, width of the mat, open the arms, and let's stretch. Take a nice stretch here. The legs come up and over, and we stretch. Just let that twist take place. And again, stretch. And stretch. And then we're just going to finish off with a figure 4 stretch. So ankle on thigh, bring it in, and just have a little stretch there. So our hips have taken quite a pounding, so we're just going to give them a nice big stretch here. I don't think you can beat a figure 4 stretch. Remember to try and line up your left, so if it's this, you're doing the same as me, your left knee with your left shoulder, just to stop you twisting at the pelvis. Release and switch. So I've got my left ankle onto my right thigh. I did not realize how much I needed this stretch. A cushion under the head works for these as well. I'm not a great example of this because my knee should be further back, but I'm quite tight in my hips today, shall we say. Brilliant. Bring the feet down. Open the knees to the side. Just allow that lovely stretch and openness in the pelvis. And thank you for joining me for this hopefully fun session of rocking and rolling. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon.